Hey, Grow Pops here. Today's question, how can you tell if your cannabis has root rot? The answer, brown, soft, deteriorating roots. Healthy new roots are often white, but color alone is not diagnostic. In my RDWC grows, the nutrient lineup I use almost always leaves my roots looking brown, even when they're firm, actively growing, and completely healthy. So brown roots gets my attention. They don't get a conviction. Here's the checklist I use. Brown or darkening roots, soft or deteriorating tissue, sometimes slimy, outer root tissue slipping off, dead or damaged root tips, reduced new root growth, and slower growth, yellowing, curling, or wilting above the reservoir. The more of these signs you see together, the stronger the case for root rot. But physical deterioration is the big one. With Pythium damage, the outer layer of the root can slough off and leave a thin, string-like center. Plant pathologists call that rat tailing. If the outer tissue slips off easily and leaves that inner strand, that's a much stronger sign than brown color by itself. I also watch the newest root tips because Pythium can attack those early, before the whole root mass looks bad. And Pythium isn't a true fungus. It's an omuocyte, basically a water mold, and it can produce swimming zoospores. That matters in RDWC because recirculating solution can spread the pathogen throughout the system. Warm water does not cause root rot. A pathogen does. But warmer nutrient solution can favor Pythium development and can also reduce dissolved oxygen. That's one reason I keep my reservoir around 67 degrees. And I have a separate video explaining hydroponic water temperature. Sanitation matters too. Root pathogens can enter on plants, water, equipment, growing media, or contamination left from a previous crop. I also have a video on how often to change your reservoir, but fresh nutrient solution is not a substitute for a clean system. And don't wait for the leaves. Cannabis research found that infected plants can show very few symptoms above the waterline until root damage becomes severe. Pythium is one major cause, but Fusarium can cause cannabis root rot too, and you can't identify the exact pathogen just by looking. If you do have root rot, I've got another video coming on exactly how to deal with it in DWC and RDWC. The takeaway is simple. Brown roots alone do not mean root rot. Brown roots that are soft and physically breaking down are the real warning sign. Have a question? Drop it in the comments. Everything I use in my grows is linked in my profile. Let's grow.